Hi everybody, I'm DreamY from DreamY Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to copy a guitar sound with the EQ matching technique. So the red track is actually the original reamping. I have used a Mesa Boogie draw rectifier head with a Proton attack overdrive into the inputs, and an impulse response from a Mesa cab. Now let's hear how it sounds. The blue track is the DI track that I have sent for reamp into the Mesa Boogie draw rectifier head. And I have applied the EQ matching technique that I'm going to show you after, and I have made a preset for my Line 6 Helix plugin. The green track is a comparison track. The stereo tracks are the Helix, and the mono tracks are the original. Yeah, I know, this is pretty impressive, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So what I've done here is to put a random impulse response in the Line 6 Helix native to have a preview of the simulation that I use and try to be the most close that I can from the original tone in terms of attack, gain, and feeling. So for example, if I use a Marshall head for the simulation to match with a Mesa Boogie, this is not gonna work. So my focus goes on the choice of the head first. Here it's a Mesa, so I'm gonna use exactly the same in the Line 6 native. After that, if the original tone that you want to capture sounds too muddy, you don't unfortunately need an overdrive. But in this scenario, I use a Proton attack overdrive in the original tone to boost the attack, to have a more tighter sound, and I need to use the audio 808 from the Helix to boost and match the same feeling and character when I play. Check the gain, the bass, mids, trebles, and presence properly. Try to be the most close as you can from the original sound in terms of response and feeling. At this moment, if you don't like the result when you're gonna match the two sounds together, you need to revisit this step. Because maybe there's a lack of attack, so readjust the settings, like the tone on the overdrive or the gain on the amp. A lack of frequencies can affect the final result, so double check the treble and presence at the end. Now you need to bypass the cab, and it's gonna sound like that. Now we're gonna use Izotope 7 to matching the two sounds. Go on the EQ, you have a matching tool with the reference audio and the target audio. I put the original tone on the same track. Be sure that the two tracks do the same time and are perfectly cut to don't introduce more notes and of course more frequencies. Before the capture of the reference audio, bypass the amp simulation. The reference audio is the sound that you want to have, and you just need to press capture and press play. Press stop, and now we're gonna do the same with the target audio. Unbypass the plugin. Once again, be sure that you don't have any cab loaded, and press capture and play. Now you can press stop and enable the matching tool. Put the smoothing on 0 and the amount on 100. And now you can compare the two sounds and hear the magic. Okay, the tones are perfectly similar to me, and now we need to create an impulse response and a preset. In the description, you're gonna find a file. This is an impulse click. You need to put it into your session on the DI track. I set up the time code in seconds, and you need to bypass the amp simulation. You need to add a mono track, and I'm gonna call that impulse reamped. You need to set up an output into the routing system of your DAW, and you go on the DI track, select mono on the output, and on the new track into the input, you need to select the same. At this stage, if you don't know how to routing your inputs and outputs go on YouTube and the internet. There is a lot of videos talking about that, and especially for your personal sequencer, because if you don't have Cubase, I can do nothing for you. Now you need to record before and after the click. So now we have recorded the match response from Izotope 7, and now we're gonna rotate the phase. To do that, I use IBP Little Labs from UAD plugins. You can do that with a lot of plugins, but I need to rotate the phase, apply, and having something like the same distance between the two spikes, just like on this example. Now go on treatment, normalized, and normalize that to 0 dB, and position the phase at the beginning of the time. Now, at the exportation moments, you can let a little bit of time after the impulse response sound, and you're done. Now I'm going to export that into a WAV format in 44.1 kHz and 24-bit, but feel free to use the format that you want. So that's it. Now you can bypass Izotope 7 and go on your favorite M simulation. Import the impulse response that we have created. And for the last time, we're going to compare the two sounds. Save the preset and enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. It was DreamY from DreamY Studio. Have a nice day.